The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has come out to make a very important statement about former Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello, and this statement is one that has gotten people talking across the country. The anti-graft agency has publicly declared that despite all the charges and allegations that have been flying around, Yahaya Bello remains innocent until a court of law proves him guilty. Now, this is a significant declaration because it reminds us all about one of the most fundamental principles of justice, which is the presumption of innocence. No matter how serious the allegations against anyone might be, no matter how much evidence seems to point in a particular direction, the law says that person is innocent until a judge bangs the gavel and declares otherwise. Let's take a step back and understand what has been happening with this case, because it's been quite the dramatic journey. Yahaya Bello, who governed Kogi State, has been at the center of a major corruption investigation by the EFCC. The commission has accused him of misappropriating billions of naira during his time in office. We're talking about allegations involving funds that should have been used for the development of Kogi State, money meant for roads, schools, hospitals, and other infrastructure that could improve the lives of ordinary people. The EFCC claims that these funds were diverted for personal use, and they've been trying to bring him to court to answer these charges. The drama surrounding Yahaya Bello's case has been intense. There have been reports of him evading arrest, with the EFCC making several attempts to apprehend him. At one point, there were stories about how he allegedly used his position and influence to avoid being taken into custody. The cat and mouse game between the former governor and the anti-corruption agency became something of a national spectacle, with Nigerians watching closely to see how things would unfold. Some people were frustrated, wondering why it seemed so difficult to bring someone accused of such serious crimes to face justice. Others raised questions about whether powerful politicians in Nigeria can truly be held accountable for their actions. But now, with this latest statement from the EFCC, the Commission is making it clear that while they are pursuing this case vigorously, they also respect the legal process. They're acknowledging that no matter what they believe or what evidence they claim to have, the final word belongs to the court. This is actually a crucial point because in a democracy, institutions like the EFCC don't get to be judge, jury, and executioner. Their job is to investigate, gather evidence, and present that evidence before a court. The court then examines everything, listens to both sides, and makes a determination based on the law. What makes this case particularly interesting is the timing and the context. Nigeria has been grappling with corruption for decades, and many citizens have become cynical about whether the powerful can ever truly face consequences. We've seen cases where people accused of stealing public funds seem to walk free or get off with minimal punishment. We've watched as corruption cases drag on in court for years, sometimes with the accused person dying before any judgment is reached. So when high-profile cases like Yahaya Bello's come up, Nigerians pay attention because they want to see if this time will be different. They want to know if the system can actually work the way it's supposed to work. The EFCC statement also serves another purpose. It's a reminder to the public not to engage in trial by media or trial by social media. In our current age where information spreads rapidly across platforms like this one you're watching right now, it's very easy for people to form firm opinions based on headlines, rumors, or partial information. If you've been enjoying this breakdown of what's really happening and you want to stay informed about important national issues like this, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button so more people can see this content and understand what's going on in our country. The presumption of innocence is not just a legal nicety or technical phrase lawyers throw around. It's actually a protection for all of us. Think about it this way. If we lived in a society where an accusation alone was enough to destroy someone's life and reputation, then anyone could be targeted unfairly. Yes, we must fight corruption and hold public officials accountable, but we must also ensure that the process is fair and follows the rule of law. This is what separates a civilized democracy from mob justice. Now, what happens next in this case is what everyone is waiting to see. The court proceedings will continue, evidence will be presented, and Yahaya Bello's lawyers will have the opportunity to defend him. The prosecution will try to prove their case beyond reasonable doubt. Witnesses might be called, documents will be examined, and legal arguments will be made. This could take months or even years, which is frustrating for people who want swift justice. But this is how the legal system works. It's designed to be thorough rather than fast, to be careful rather than rushed. For ordinary Nigerians watching this case, there are lessons here about governance and accountability. When we elect people into office, we're trusting them with public resources and the responsibility to improve our communities. When that trust is allegedly betrayed through corruption, it affects everyone. It means children don't get quality education, sick people don't get proper health care, and roads remain in terrible condition. This is why corruption cases matter so much, and why people follow them with such keen interest. The EFCC statement reminds us that justice is a process, not an event. It unfolds over time through established procedures and institutions. Whether Yahaya Bello is found guilty or acquitted, what matters is that the process is followed correctly. That's how we build a country where the rule of law actually means something, where institutions are stronger than individuals, and where everyone, no matter how powerful, can be held accountable through proper legal channels. The coming months will reveal more about this case, and Nigerians will be watching to see if their justice system can deliver what it promises.